Welcome to King David Ministry. Please like, share, and subscribe. Praise higher. He is your creator. Soon the wicked's gonna be destroyed. The ones who colonized us are racist. If you read the scriptures, it fills you with hope. That soon the wicked's gonna be destroyed. I'm your Messiah for the Afroasiatics and the confusion of face. I'm trying to tell you, call out to your Creator and keep His law. R.I.P. to baby David. R.I.P. to Cohen Wiley. Just 1 year old, he was shot by the wicked slave force. Call out to your Creator. Ask Him to destroy the wicked. We were made prisoners of war, but soon the yoke we broke. I thank you, Father. I say Shabbat shalom to Jew and Gentile. Keep on praising the Most High and trying to keep His law. Yeah. Welcome people to King David Ministry. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell to receive all of this content. Listen to all the common people out there, man. We have to come together, and a lot of bad things are happening to some little babies, you know what I mean? In the morning, my boy, best believe. This is for the Sabbath day. Gonna blow the shofar. Shabbat shalom, people, man. Okay, don't forget to watch the recap and the introduction as well. Okay, we are prisoners of war. I'm from the Zara branch of Judah. Okay, let's blow the shofar to the living Creator, man. Let's go. After the new moon. Don't know if you can see the moon shining forth in the day. It's a sign of the end times, people. Okay, let's read the book of Enoch. It says it in the book of Enoch. Cast out the law, not to slay an innocent person. Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. Not to kidnap any person of Israel. Exodus chapter 20, verse 13. Not to rob by violence. Leviticus 19:13. Not to defraud. Leviticus 19:13. Not to covet what belongs to another. So remember, this law was given to Israel. So apply it to yourself and your neighbours. You understand? When it says neighbours, it means the people of the other tribes of Israel. Remember, there's 12 tribes. Okay, your neighbours would have been next to you in other lands, which are your family, the Israelites. You understand? That's what it would have been before, man. Not to defraud, not to covet what belongs to another. Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. Not to crave something that belongs to another. Deuteronomy 5:18. Not to indulge in evil thoughts and sights. Numbers 15:39. Okay, people, the law is not done away with. Like the ones who took us over, the colonizers, trying to make us believe. Okay, wicked religions. And I'll tell you why the world is so bad. So this is old notes, but I'll read it again because it's relevant, man. Everything that's going on. Freemasons lying to you, incorporating the worship of Lucifer without your knowledge. Okay. The serpent is universally the symbol of the sun, as the sun was the great enlightener of the world by giving mankind the knowledge of good and evil. That's the serpent who slept with Eve. By giving mankind good and evil, knowledge of good and evil, and according to the Bible, my people's historical document, you know who gave man knowledge of good and evil: Satan or Lucifer, the morning star. Isaiah 14 verse 12, the deceiver. The first person to ever present the idea of a sun-centered universe was Pythagoras. He is also recognized by Masonic historians as a Freemason. The sun has ever been the center of false religions. NASA's logo is a giant red forked serpent's tongue. Serpents and their forked tongues have long been associated with lying and deceit, two-faced manipulation. And who does all these things? Lucifer, the morning star. And he has an offspring. Okay, Lucifer's pride got the better of him, and he rebelled against higher. That's the great I am. His name is spoken of in Exodus chapter 3 verse 14. In the morning, my boy, G sandwich, yeah, and wanted to be like higher. He turned a lot of angels against higher, just like humans have free will, so do angels. A war broke out in heaven, and me, in a past life, Archangel Michael, in brackets, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, it says that I will stand up, yeah, in Jacob's trouble, and that's what I'm doing, man. Feeding you for free, man. Hosea 3 verse 1 and 5. In the end times, the children of Israel, the Afro-Asiatics, will seek higher, and David, their king, man, whom I will raise up for them. So cast Lucifer down to earth. Lucifer was a serpent, a reptilian. He and Eve slept together, and Cain was the first serpent seed, part human from his mother Eve, and part reptilian father, being Lucifer. Spin around to the Watchers, who strayed from their job in watching humans. They took wives for themselves, and Anunnaki Nephilim giants came into the world. There has been so much hidden from humanity. There was a mud flood around 1834, and before that, a Tartarian civilization that we ran reigned in perfect harmony with nature. And don't forget, their red liquid mercury, man, can power a city infinitely, man. Do you understand? Reigned in perfect perfect harmony with nature. And don't forget the bowels, man. They got rid of the bowels. The reptilians hate the sound of the bowels, man. In the First and Second World War, that's what they were doing, going around smashing the bowels up. Stargates, portals for access to other lands, worlds past the Antarctic ice wall. United Nations logo. The scarlet coloured beast, man, as it speaks of in the book of Revelation, Mark and Snows book, who the Jehovah's Witnesses, yeah, had a secret partnership as an NGO for over 10 years. They had to submit the ideologies of the United Nations within their publications. Okay, you didn't know that, and they're paedophiles, man. A lot of them are. Where did I get to? War broke out, spin round, blah 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 blah. Yeah, Antarctic. So next page. So the Antarctic ice wall, free energy, and much more. Healing baths, frequency to heal. When the First and Second World War happened, what was really happening was the ones who oppressed mankind were destroying the Tartarian tech, the free energy, the stargates, the natural healing baths, and much more. There is still a serpent seed upon the earth who descend from Lucifer. The bowels from Tartaria also kept the reptilian draconians away, hence why so many bowels have been destroyed. In Mark and Sinope's book, the author of the New Testament, who's Esau, says in 1 John 3:12, which says, Cain belonged to the evil one and murdered his brother. Eve was seduced by the serpent, and she slept with Adam and bore twins with different fathers. The scientific term is heteropaternal super. I can't even pronounce that. I'm dyslexic, autistic, and ADHD. If you could for me, please. A woman releases 2 eggs during the same menstrual cycle, and those eggs are fertilized by sperm from 2 different men within a short fertile window. This event resulted in the creation of 2 races of people, one of Adam and one line of Adam and the other of Lucifer. The devil, the descendants of Lucifer, are destined for damnation, and the righteous descendants of Adam, who are destined to receive eternal life. There are also mentions of Lucifer sleeping with Eve in the Pirkei de Rabbi Eliezer Jewish medieval literature. So Haya said to the serpent, because you have done this, cursed you are above all livestock and wild animals, and you will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life, and I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring, indicating he has an offspring, and hers, and he will crush your head, and he will strike his heel. Genesis chapter 3, verse 14 to 15, indicating the serpent has an offspring. Okay. Number 3. In some literature I've been reading, the serpent seed have no souls. first adultery came into being after the murder of Cain was. So first adultery came into being, afterward murder, and Cain was begotten in adultery, for he was the child of the serpent. The serpent seed has infiltrated our societies with religion, education, politics, the running of the world, the Babylonian Brotherhood, controlling governments, shape-shifting leaders, world leaders, monarchs, celebrities. Most are actually reptilians in disguise, shapeshifters, world conflicts, economic crisis, and social divisions, and are intentionally engineered to generate fear and anxiety. In the sense that they feed off your energy, man. That's what they're doing. What you should be doing is calling out to the living creator, man. Because if it's confused fear, then where's it going? But if it's controlled vexation of spirit, aligned with the living creator, and a line, an invisible line from you to him, like a phone line, you're pushing your energy to the living creator to move for you on your behalf. Do you understand? Rather than being reckless. So reptilians, also called dracons, reptiloids, and other draconians or lizard people. There is literature on lizard people throughout history. Renaissance through the 19th century, lizard people once lived openly among us. Tartarian Empire, a mud flood happened, and a reset also. The reptilian invasion, shape-shifting reptilian humanoids waged war against Tartaria, bringing about its downfall. The aftermath, the serpent seed conquerors established a secret existence ruling behind the scenes. They destroyed all the Tartarian tech or hid some also. And remember, we had free infinite energy. They want to enslave us and make us work for them and be chipped with a digital ID, a new world order ran by Lucifer, trying to set himself up as the creator. Lizard people and Mesopotamia, there are 7,000-year-old clay figures discovered from prehistoric Ubaid culture. Their artifacts depict humanoids with distinctively reptilian facial features. They are called lizard men of Ubaid, Sumerian Anunnaki in brackets fallen angels and their seed. Elongated skulls, wide calf, sorry, I can't believe that, bean or almond shaped eyes, tapered face, and wide slitted mouth. Okay. Book of Enoch describes a group of 200 divine beings called Watchers, teaching forbidden knowledge to humans, sleeping with women and women bearing giants, just like the serpent sleeping with Eve and the serpent seed coming onto the earth. Shape-shifting reptilians and are shape-shifting reptilians extremely sensitive to specific acoustic frequencies, like Tartarian bowels. As you know, they rule in darkness, working with Esau and the other nations. The more the merrier, going against the creator higher, while he sits on his throne and laughs at the wicked. Psalms 2 verse 4, he who sits in the heavens laughs higher, holds them in derision. 150,000 church and civic bowels were destroyed across Europe during the Second World War. Search on YouTube about the war on bowels and you'll see why the USSR declared war on Tartarian bowels. The vibrations had healing properties. The forbidden tech hidden in Tartarian bowels. Tartarian vanished bowels. The acoustic power they tried to hide. The buried bowels of 1792 Paris. The acoustic energy that's powered pre-reset Europe. We've been lied to, people, man. It's time to wake up. In the morning, my precious boy. Okay, human rights. We are humans. We have rights. Equality Act. You must not be discriminated because of your faith and your beliefs. Okay, but they discriminate us in society, man. All right. They do. They see how they treat us, man. They can do it. They want to colonize us and make us like them. You understand? ECHR, any breach of the human rights, you can take it to the ECHR, European Convention on Human Rights. Police brutality, the fact they use a straw man. We want our lands and states back. We want restitution. They break the Third Geneva Conventions every single day. And yeah, man, they treat us like shit, man. You understand? Little Cohen Wiley, just 1 year old. shot by police. You understand? Little babies being handed over to wicked people, man, to do sadistic things to them, torture them. You understand? Little baby Davy. Rest in peace, both little princes, man. They should not have had to suffer, man. You understand? They should not have had to suffer, man. At the hands of wicked people. This wicked satanic society ran by Lucifer. Do you understand? And we got this here. It's at the top, 1542. It's Latin, so if you can read that for me. Judaist Pope Paul III converts from Judaism, from your ways of serving the Creator, converts, are guaranteed citizenship at their place of baptism. See, trying to encourage you to turn away from the Creator, man. You understand? You won't be killed or nothing. You'll be welcome. You can stay as long as you get baptized and drop serving the Creator. Do you understand? That's why Babylon's being exiled, because they tried to colonize us too hard, man. You went too hard, man. You're too crazy, man. Too reckless. No, you got too greedy, man. You're playing with human lives, man. Just not just any human lives, yeah. Children of the living Creator, higher. Understand? So go to Israel Zedek King David Ministry Facebook for the free truth back of my testimony, truth in a nutshell, man. Okay, the tamper with my devices. This is a borrowed device, man. WikiLeaks Vault 7. I've got recorded evidence here to show the government, yeah. They messed with my old phones. I'm currently saving for another one, man. Understand? I had to get a wheelchair for my son first, yeah, because they wouldn't provide us with one, man. Understand? Racists, man. Racist colonizers purposely making it difficult for us, man. Right, go to Ministry of Justice YouTube. Older lessons learned for free. Never taking donations out there's corrupt, tax exempt preachers out there. Zedekiah King David Ministry YouTube. Isaiah David Sweet Singer of Israel Facebook. King 85 David Chosen. Isaiah David 45 TikTok. Learn for free, people, man. Never taking donations, man. Alright, let's go over here quickly now. So you got Freemasons, which are running things behind the scenes. Part 2 comes